Welcome back to Real Phonies, where we take a love for movies and television and combine it with very little knowledge about movies and television. I'm your host, Christian. Join with me are my co-hosts, Joseph.
Yellow.
Ian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Jehu. Back again after our long vacay. Missed a few weeks. A little fall vacation.
Yep.
Instead of doing...
Recharge the batteries?
Yes, much needed. Instead of doing 2 episodes this week, since we've been gone for 3 weeks now, we're just going to do a long-ass news episode, because there's a lot to cover.
With a lot of what we watch.
So strap in.
Yeah. Ian, we got our news for us, buddy?
Yeah,
2 weeks worth of news.
We're piled to the ceiling with our off time. The thing that came out today is Stranger Things Season 4. They dropped like a 30-second promo. Kind of creepy. The tagline was, we're not in Hawkins anymore. Kind of a twist on The Wizard of Oz. Makes me think, because you guys have all seen Stranger Things up through Season 3.
Yep.
I have.
Well, forget you then. You're just going to get spoiled. 11 moves out with Winona Ryder and her son, Mike. It's not Mike, it's
Will.
Will.
Yeah.
The three of them move out of Hawkins at the end. So I'm thinking it's going to be the broader, it's going to, maybe take place in a different city or maybe a bigger stakes.
I know you had a very positive about Season 3. Jehu and I didn't have the
We
most...
did not, yeah.
That's only because I wasn't there that day, or I would have turned Jehu right around on that.
I'm not super excited, but hey, maybe do something different and let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think breaking it up and taking it somewhere else could be a real good idea.
Yep.
You know.
Do you think we're going to get more? I think we might get more of 11 sisters, because that wasn't done at all in Season 3,
It's
right?
a weird thing that they spent so much time in Season 2 to do absolutely nothing with in Season 3.
I know Steve cut his hair, so maybe...
I don't think it started filming yet. So
If
Steve probably could grow his hair
I hope
back
so,
up.
because that's one of the best parts of that whole show.
So the best character on the show.
Yeah.
I stopped watching the show after season 2 because it wasn't even that bad. It's just not interesting enough to follow through. So I'm
Season 2
not
is the
gonna
low
watch
point.
this either.
I did like Season 3 more than Season 2.
I prefer Season 2 to Season 3, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Season 1 is obviously the best.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, Season 3, mostly I just had fantasies about going to the mall. But besides that, I
Everyone's
I
dying
don't
to
know.
know what happened to Hopper.
Yeah.
I'm dying to know that he's just dead.
Right.
yeah, I hope Hopper's... I think killing him would be a good move. Just
Agreed.
switch things up. Bring in a new male lead.
Right.
But I don't know. You guys are crazy. Like, what was Lucas's little sister?
Funny.
Maya Rudolph. Or,
Yeah.
there
were good introductions.
Those three, Dustin, Steve, Lucas's sister, and then...
That's 4 people. But
Yeah, what's the last... Uma Thurman's daughter. I forget
Yeah.
her name.
Yeah.
Maya Hawke.
That's the best pairing in the whole Season 3.
I mean, definitely I would watch just a Steve Harrington spinoff.
I know. He's the best. All right, next is...
This is just for me.
This is
I'll just go
near
for
to
it.
Nip's heart. Maybe Chris, if Chris is listening.
Yeah, absolutely true.
Bojack Horseman.
So Bojack Horseman has been coming out. I think the first season came out in July, like 6 years ago, but has since been coming out about August, September for the last 5 years. I love this show. It's about it's an impossible premise of the show. It's a Netflix series about an anthropomorphic horse who was a '90s television star and is now kind of just trying to relive the glory days, and it's a nonsense comedy show, but it's delightful. And I was waiting for this season. I knew this season was coming, and then suddenly they just drop it on me that it's the final season, and I was heartberoken.
But they're splitting it into
shit.
2. Did you hear that?
What?
They're splitting it into 2.
Yeah, they're splitting it into 2 parts because I
So
fucking
you'll
hate
get
that
like
way.
another little baby
Yeah,
season.
it's just it makes me sad. Yeah, every time a new season comes out, I watch the whole series again. So I'm going to do that again. But it's gonna
my
it's
gosh.
going to be sadder because it's
You
the
really
last
do
time.
hate yourself.
I love this fucking show. It's
Dude,
great.
what is Will Arnett going to do now? Because I'm pretty sure they're done with Arrested Development.
Yeah, that's the thing about Will Arnett is like he does good acting in this show.
Lego
and it-
Batman.
and it doesn't get thrown off because
yeah.
of his face.
Right.
Because I feel like even when he's trying to be serious, he can't help but do a Will Arnett face.
Well,
and so, like, voice acting is actually the best medium for him.
Well, also, his face has gotten real puffy in these last few years. I think there might be, this is just rampant speculation, but I think he might have some alcohol issues.
Oh.
He has a rummy face.
I see. Living into his characters.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's the thing about this show. I'm sad about it, but it's a great show, and I recommend it to anyone who hates themselves on the inside.
Yep. The only thing I know about this show is Holly Woo from your shirt. I
Correct.
guess someone steals a D at some point.
Yep.
And
And then for the rest of the show, it is Holly Woo.
and I do like that. It makes me kind of want to watch the show, but not enough
I watched
to
the first
actually-
season, man.
That
It
was
was
it?
okay.
it's
but-
something I keep meaning to go back to.
All right, so next is the Crisis on Infinite Earths has cast every old TV comic book character ever, and apparently Brandon Routh's Kingdom Come Superman, which is also the Superman Returns Superman. They released some publicity stills. Suit looks good.
He really is just uncannily like Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
It's just freakish.
This is, though, Christopher Reeve's Superman Returns into Kingdom Come. Like, he's not just being Kingdom Come. It's that universe, and he's older now, right?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
I thought he was Kingdom Come Superman, and I thought Kevin Conroy would be Kingdom Come Bruce Wayne. I don't know if that's accurate.
See,
I think that would be awesome.
I think it's what it should be, but I'm just hoping that it's the Superman Returns, that's just become where he's at. You know what I mean?
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think they would do Christopher Reeve Superman getting a culmination of something in a CW TV show.
Yeah.
Because that's supposed to be the same Superman. But we also, Tom Welling got confirmed to come back and play at least Clark Kent.
Michael, what's his name? Lex
Rosenbaum.
Luthor. Yeah, he turned it down because I guess they're just calling people and saying,
What
hey.
the fuck is he doing?
Nothing.
They didn't fucking want to pay him.
Yeah, apparently they call you and say, hey, you get no money.
Who gives a shit?
You have to be here now. You have no say.
Right, there's no script.
So apparently,
I think he actually does have a TV show where he plays a guy.
He's a
impersonating
podcaster.
priest.
He has a super famous podcast.
Yeah.
He makes a shit ton of money. Podcast.
He also is
he's like a YouTuber now.
He does a lot of voice acting also.
Ton of voice. It was Wally West.
Yeah.
That was his most famous thing. That's what I wish he would come back.
Yeah, I wish he would have come because they have people doing multiple roles in this. I wish he would have done them both. I aggressively don't watch these shows.
Yes.
I take pride in not watching this show. And as soon as I saw that Brandon Ruth thing, I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to watch.
Yeah,
this
100%.
shit.
He fucking looks good.
See, but the way this sounds to me, this is going to be. They're all just going to be in one big cameo battle.
Yeah, no,
shot at the
it's
end.
just like a big fan service.
I
moment.
don't like that.
I mean, that's sort of what Crisis was like. So I
kind of want them to go to the Smallville universe and see what Tom Welling's up to.
Oh, totally. I would
And
like to see a whole episode of the Smallville.
you know what I mean, or go to the Man of Steel Returns universe.
So I agree with you, but I'm also kind of thankful it's not going to be that way. That way I don't have to watch the whole fucking
Yep.
episode. I can just skip to the cool part where they show up, and that's it.
Yep.
What I would really like is, how on Smallville, the premise to every other episode was somebody got a hold of red kryptonite and it made them different.
Yeah.
I wish that they would go to the Smallville universe and the guy who plays Arrow is exposed to red kryptonite and suddenly he can act.
But we'll see. I probably won't watch this. I don't like cheap things.
The guy who plays John Diggle, for a long time, they wanted him to be John Stewart.
Right.
And, that's shit you should do with this show.
Right.
If that's, if we're going all out,
Yep.
he should play John Stewart from a different universe. And let's just get let's just get the Justice League.
Right.
I mean, everyone's in this. Apparently CW did a Birds of Prey pilot 10 years ago.
Never aired.
And they brought Huntress, the actress, back for this. So I'm
That's
talking
crazy.
this is a deep dive down TV nerd culture.
Dude, they should have got that Ally McBeal Wonder Woman pilot chick to come back too if they were doing that.
Yep.
Adrian Palicki?
Yeah.
Do you think they get Dean Cain? I bet you
No. Dean Cain looks rough as fuck.
Also, isn't Dean Cain kind of an asshole?
And Terry Hatcher, bring them both back.
Dean Cain's too busy doing segments on Fox News.
Yeah.
It's just funny because I'm not always up on news when I show up, but I'm always up on news on this shit because my buddy Sam McLean is immediately as something breaks about this. Tom Welling is coming back for Crisis, so I always know what's going on.
This is the last thing I'll say on it. When I saw the picture of Brandon Routh as Superman, I was more excited about that than I was as Henry Cavill as Superman. I was I want that to be the new movie Superman.
Yeah.
I always said he got a raw deal.
Yeah.
Even
he was
until
good
he
at that
opens
movie.
his mouth. He's good as a statue-looking Superman, but that dude has no charisma.
I don't know if I agree with
I don't know if I agree with that either. I think he's fairly charismatic in the Justice League.
I honestly don't necessarily believe that Superman needs to be super charismatic.
Yeah. Christopher Reeve's Superman was way more powerful than Man of Steel Superman. So if this is a culmination,
he spun the planet backwards.
he should
so
be way more powerful than Tom Welling Superman.
This show's gonna have 3 different Superman in it. It doesn't even matter who you're fucking fighting. You win that fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Next is Jason Bateman is directing a Clue movie with Ryan Reynolds. Is that right?
Correct. Also starring in
Jason Bateman's gonna be in it too.
Yeah, I think they're both, and they're writing it together.
Wonder who. I could see Ryan Reynolds as a Colonel Mustard.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Jason Bateman, Mr. Green, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, this is definitely going to be one of those Apatow type comedies without Apatow involved.
I feel like Knives Out, the movie that's coming out, is this though.
Yeah, it's like this, but if it was good.
Yeah, that's
with
what I mean.
quality.
This is going to be.
Hang on, let's not.
Yeah, let's not give Ryan Johnson too much credit.
Knives Out looks fucking good. That trailer
It's
is
a good trailer. I'm just saying, Ryan Johnson is not batting real high.
But yeah, this looks like, I don't know.
He's batting higher than Jason Bateman. That's what I would say.
I like bad words.
I like bad words too, actually.
But didn't he do like game night too? Like he does a lot of shit.
He might have done game night. I don't know.
He does that TV show that apparently is good on Netflix. Who watches that?
Ozark.
Yeah, I haven't.
I hear
I
it's
mean,
good, but
I'll always be on Jason Bateman's side because the first three seasons of Arrested is probably my favorite shit ever.
yeah,
So.
he's good. Jurassic Park, you put 3, but it is actually number 6.
I don't know what the fuck it is. It's Jurassic World 3. You know what the fuck I'm in.
Jurassic World, Jurassic.
And we've got the original 3 coming back: Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, and Sam Neill, which I think is super cool. Have you guys seen that short that they released on
I haven't. I heard
Battle
it's good.
at Big Rock.
Yes, so that's obviously the tone they're going to take in the movie, and it's going to be what I wanted it to be, which is like real world. Dinosaurs just exist in the real world now, and
It's cool. It's a family camping.
Right.
Like they're in a camper, and then was it Triceratops and like a baby come up, and then like a T-Rex comes up and just starts mauling the campsite.
And that's only the way you could realistically get Sam Neill's character, back involved because he was fucking done with that shit.
Yeah. I think they all were at that point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You need something because Chris Pratt doesn't really have a character. They never
Right.
really made him.
No,
You
yeah.
know, yeah, like they've made Blue the Raptor more of a character than Owen Grady. I think.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
correct.
that's right. What a useless piece of information in your brain.
The best part of the first movie is Sam Neill versus Jeff Goldblum, so having that back will be awesome. I had written these movies off, but I'll watch this shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum is in about 20 seconds of the
Right,
Jurassic World 2.
I know. Why did they
I-
even waste that
I mean,
cameo there?
everybody on Earth said, "Oh yeah, that shit that's in the trailer, that's always in the movie," and everybody on Earth was fucking right.
Yep.
You know.
I'm not gonna say the other ones are really gonna be in a lot more of this one. I'm glad you're bringing Ellie back because
Yeah.
See-
she's the last one she was in. She cameoed in 3.
she cameoed in 3.
Yeah.
See, I think there'll be more of a thing in this one, or maybe I just want.
No,
them to
I
be
think
more.
they'll be co-stars. I
Yeah.
mean, I hope so. This reminds me of this is going to be their Force Awakens.
Does Sam Neill want to fucking run around from Raptors anymore? Like, I don't think he.
Maybe he
does.
wants $5 million.
I mean, Sam Neill, the guy, seems like a pretty good sport in his old age. I don't know if you guys have checked in on him.
What
on
is
social
he?
media
What has he
and
been in
Hunt
recently?
for the Wilder People.
I don't even
That's
know.
true.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi movies.
I should watch that. Since
You
there's a
should.
Taika
It's
Waititi
on
movie coming.
Amazon, Netflix?
It
I don't
is
know.
on
One
a
of those.
streaming service. Yeah,
Yeah, but we'll see. I don't know.
Colin Trevorrow's coming back.
Do we need another one of these?
Is he?
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Book of
Henry.
Henry.
Yeah.
Henri.
Because here's the thing.
got him kicked off Star Wars for making that bullshit.
I don't think that Jurassic World 2 is like a good movie, but the farther away I am from it, the more it's like, yeah, I had a good time with
It
that
was
movie.
different.
Fuck Jurassic World.
Yeah, that movie.
We don't need to go on a Jurassic
That
World.
movie is very. He took Force Awakens and just took the PC stupid parts and just like translated it out.
I know that we have ruled that this can't be a thing, but I'll still say it, that Jurassic World is equal to Transformers. It is neither good nor bad. It just fucking exists.
I don't know, that Jimmy Buffett saving his margarita shot, that puts it over the line for me into better.
Fair enough. Okay, slightly better. A hair better.
Yeah. All right, next is the Batman casting news. Jeffrey Wright from Westworld. He's in
Casino
Royale. He's in some other stuff that's escaping me. Is going to be Commissioner Gordon.
Super down with this.
Which
Love
is-
this guy.
Yes.
Love him for this part.
I think that's perfect.
First thing about this movie I've heard that I was like, okay, I'm excited about this.
Yeah, he has that Commissioner Gordon kind of like him in Westworld. I could see it.
He's just great at playing over this shit.
Yeah.
He is so good at that.
Yeah,
And he's got a great mustache.
Yeah.
I think he's co-starred in the new James Bond too. I think that's the guy.
think
who
they're
gets
bringing him back.
Yeah, who like gets him to come out of retirement. So he's going to have a lot of stuff coming up.
Felix.
He's
Yeah.
also in The Watcher. He's voicing The Watcher
Yeah.
in the
In-
Marvel
in What If.
series. So he's got a lot of stuff coming down the pike. I like the diversity. You know, that's a good way to do it. Commissioner Gordon's a guy I could see, switching it up, and people won't get upset about it. And then Jonah Hill. I'm hearing the Riddler or the Penguin. I think it'd be the Penguin.
Here's my thing with
He's
this.
not
though.
fat anymore.
He
Here's
could
the-
get fat though.
Here's the only way I would get on board with this is if he played 1966 Burgess Meredith fucking Penguin. And on top of that, they bring back the whole cast of Superbad to be the 1966
Okay,
Logan.
I'm back on board. I like this idea a lot.
Like fucking, what's his name? Michael Cera's
Cera.
the Joker.
Yeah.
McLovin's the Riddler. Like, why can't I think of her name? What's the girl's name?
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone is Catwoman.
Yep.
Just do that shit, but
Emma
still
Stone wouldn't be
have
Poison Ivy.
but still have Batman be modern Batman,
Yeah.
where he's just, and it's just this whole movie about, about this vigilante abusing these sort of wacky petty criminals.
I can see it. I don't know.
It'll never happen, but that's the only way I'll get on, because otherwise, fuck Jonah Hill in this.
Fuck Jonah Hill in general, but
Why don't you like Jonah Hill?
because he's an asshole.
Is he?
Yes.
You think everyone's an asshole. I don't know if I trust your asshole radar anymore.
No, I think Jonah Hill's an asshole.
Really? Wolf of Wall Street, he's good in.
I think he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Like I do think he's proven.
I think
himself
he's
as an
a
actor.
fine actor.
He's
He
done
thinks
good
he's a great
Yes,
actor.
that's true.
Yeah, I
thinks
think
he's
he's
Leonardo
great. I think
Jr.
he's pretty good.
I love that he was like, I'm in Wolf of Wall Street. I'm a serious actor now. You still played like a goofy son of a bitch in that fucking movie. You didn't
You played a part that was in no way different than when you'd play in a fucking separate
exactly. Like fuck that guy. I hate him so much.
Well,
If you're listening to this, Jonah Hill, fuck off.
You know what? It's funny. I watched this. Did you guys see this video of the wrestler Al Snow that's going around where he talks about toxic fandom?
no.
It's great. You should really watch it. It is so fucking
Al Snow
dead on.
with head?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so fucking dead on. It's the best explanation of it I've ever heard. So I thought, man, when I go to the podcast today, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to. And like 5 minutes in, I'm like, fuck Jonah Hill. I hope he dies. So never mind.
Jonah Hill, it comes down to me whether he gets the monocle or not. I'm pro monocle.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So if they don't do the monocle, then I'm out.
All I want from this movie is to do like some of the goofy Batman shit, but do it like as serious as possible. Like I want there to be a big ass penny in the Batcave.
No, totally.
And I think Jonah Hill as the Penguin probably could do that. I know you fucking hate him, but old Olaf dude probably could do it better. In my opinion.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't think he's the best choice for the Penguin, and I don't see him as the Riddler like at all.
Definitely not the Riddler. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Unless you're just going like a really weird interpretation.
I mean, Heath Ledger, I didn't see him as Joker when it first got announced. I mean, it's possible,
Did you
but...
just look, I'm not going to shit on it. Maybe it'll be. But I was about to say, you just compare Heath Ledger's Joker to anything that Jonah Hill could do.
No,
we'll see.
But but people weren't happy about Heath Ledger
yeah.
at first. Like they were against that.
I mean, anything can turn out to be good, but this won't.
Yeah,
That's a t-shirt.
That's my favorite quote. That's it. That's the best thing that's ever come out of this podcast.
yep. So we'll see.
Also, he wants more money than Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, here he wants.
Fuck him.
Yeah,
in
here
the
he
heart.
wants $10 million, or he won't do it.
Well, then bye. Get Josh Gad.
Yeah. That's fake
Josh Gad
Jonah
will do
Hill.
it for a sandwich.
Yeah, he's fake Jonah Hill for sure. And Pierce Brosnan is Alfred, so I mean they're starting to round the cast up a little.
I do like that part. Basically, I like the B cast. Like I like Commissioner Gordon. I like Alfred. I just don't care any of like the meaty cast so far.
So next thing we have is Denzel Washington is rumored, this is kind of going back a week or two now, to be Magneto in an MCU reboot.
Also, super fucking on board with
Yeah.
this. I want this to happen so fucking bad.
I mean, I could definitely see that working. Like,
I mean, he definitely has got that terrifying charisma. I would love that.
yeah, I mean, Training Day would be a good him as a villain, to see what he can do. He can be an asshole.
And you
Like,
know
he
what's
can.
great about it being why it's so perfect for 2019? Because you'd have to move the origin from a World War II concentration camp to the civil rights movement.
Yep.
And that would be so fucking great on so many fucking
Because that's kind of what the X-Men are all about, the civil rights. You know what I mean?
Just hit that nail right on the fucking head.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't think about it like that, but that makes it, that would be really good. He could be like...
Instead of Nazis, it's rednecks that, kill his mother and stuff like that. Like,
100%.
I think that's a good idea. It's just hard for me to say Denzel is going to sign up for a series of these movies, but he's made a couple of equalizers now, so
I definitely see him having a hard time with him putting on the outfit.
Yeah.
I don't see him because first of all, he's got this sort of he's got doughy old man in good shape. I don't think he's going to want to go on a Hugh Jackman chicken breast diet.
Yeah. I mean, he's up there in age.
Ben Affleck didn't have to, so
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's a good point.
Magneto shouldn't be jacked.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Ian McKellen was never jacked.
I mean, definitely they can
Fassbender, I
hide a
guess.
lot of them with cape and helmet.
Yeah.
I would love to see his eyes peeking out of that helmet. That'd look cool as shit.
This is totally off topic, and I don't just because we're talking about it. Ben Affleck, I watched like a special on what he did for fucking
Training for
Batman.
Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The suit was like 75 pounds. So all he did was put on weight to be able to walk around in that fucking suit for hours. Like, they were like, yeah, I mean, he had to carry like 80 pounds with him all day long. So basically we just bulked him up as big as he could go just so he could fucking make it through the day.
Jesus.
God, that sounds fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Who do you think would be a good Professor X to his Magneto? Because you got to have your, if you're doing civil rights, he's going to be like the Malcolm X. You got to have your Dr. King. You know,
He's also got to be a black guy, right?
I would think so. Don't you think?
You know,
I mean, Jeffrey Wright wouldn't be bad since we just talked about
Jeffrey Wright would not be bad.
Jeffrey Wright would be good.
I was going to say, for old time's sakes, Ethan Hawke.
Oh,
There's an age disparity there, but they have a good chemistry.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
I would love the fuck out of that.
It will never happen, but it would be fun. The reason why I say
that could
I
be
feel
a
like
fan cast Friday for this week. We could think about it.
Professor X, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The reason why I thought it would have to be another black guy is because I like, you said the Malcolm X thing. I like the concept of basically you have two guys being born out of the same
that's a good
situation.
point.
Right.
And they have been coming from different perspectives. Like,
So he's got to be Dr. King. So yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Then I'm back on Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright's the man.
Oh, it's hard to top. All right, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think that's a ways off. But sounds like they're moving. They have a lot of things in development. All right, now we're moving on to a trailer. Frozen 2.
Frozen 2. Fall powers.
Fall powers. I still think it's Fall Land, but I'm starting to get less confident.
I mean,
now.
we are delving into the origin of Elsa's powers, which is not a thing I necessarily wanted to get into.
Yep. Her parents.
there's a secret city we knew nothing about.
with
Correct.
mist.
Yep.
And ogres.
Yep.
I'm
I mean,
serious.
they look
I
like
actually thought it looked good.
No, it does look good.
Yeah.
I'm interested in it.
Yeah,
They
I like
released
the
the new
music.
song today.
Did
They
they?
did.
Yeah.
Is it
Has
good?
anyone listened to it?
I did.
Not
And
Let It Go?
I don't think this is good as Let It Go. It's mostly just, and I love her to death, but it's mostly Idina Menzel just like riffing. It's like 45 seconds of her just being, and you're
I
like,
love a good riff.
I mean, yeah, but it's the whole song. You know what I mean? Like, it's all 45 seconds, and you're like, okay.
Here's the main thing I'm annoyed at by this. There's a commercial on TV for the trailer. And I'm not saying it's a shortened version of the trailer. It's a commercial that says, go online and watch the trailer.
my God.
Fuck you. I will not.
Show it to me.
This is the world we live in now.
Yep. Yeah, you shouldn't advertise a trailer with a video.
I'm not. I didn't watch.
A commercial with a commercial.
This is something I felt I would have had to watch because of the podcast, but I didn't watch it out of spite just because of that fucking commercial.
No,
I mean, it looks
we're
good.
all going to watch this.
We're going to watch
crazy.
Frozen.
Yeah, Frozen 2.
I will say my wife was concerned. She's like, it looks too old for our kids. And I was like, it's probably too old for our kids. Like,
I'll take them anyway.
fuck it.
So yeah, we'll see. That's like a month and a half out, so not
Yeah,
too much.
getting
November.
closer.
Yeah.
We're going to be getting... When the fuck is Joker? Is that like this
Friday.
week?
Friday.
That's like
So
this
that's
week.
our next
shit.
episode.
Yeah, that's our next... I can't...
Fuck me. I gotta watch
That's
that.
gonna be a-
stupid
Everybody's
movie.
really salty on this episode. A lot of F words. No PG on this.
I did work really hard to cancel my AMC A-list subscription today because they do not make it easy on you. And now it's canceled, so I don't get to see it for free.
right before you go watch the
I forgot it was this week. It's fine. Anyway.
Next is Breaking Bad is finally getting the trailer for El Camino, the
Yep.
Breaking Bad movie with Aaron
It
Paul.
looks like it's taking place immediately after the events of the last episode of Breaking
Yeah,
Bad.
he's sitting in Todd's El Camino that he stole at the end of the movie, and he's listening on the radio about what happened to Walter White with like the automatic gun and like the murder scene, and sounds like they know that they're looking for someone. So it's kind of be like a manhunt movie, maybe. That's the kind of impression I got.
Yeah. No, that sounds
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
It looks just getting back into that world.
I mean,
has me excited.
I have to imagine there's like, either a goal he's going for or like a safe place he's searching. Like, it's not just I'm avoiding the cops. Like
Yeah.
he's going somewhere
Hopefully
to do something.
maybe
But-
to Mexico. I hope they don't do like a flashback where like Bryan Cranston told him some secret
Yeah.
place or some stash of money. I would not like that because that's bullshit. If they do it that way, I wouldn't like that.
well, we know Bryan Cranston's probably going to be in this movie somehow.
I mean, I hope it's just some kind of hallucination or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with flashbacks, but don't make the plot of the movie the secret flashback that we have never seen before.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
I'm not going to
like-
say that's not it.
El Camino, the hunt for Walter White's gold.
Yeah, something stupid like
God
that.
damn it, that's a good title.
It actually is a great title.
But doesn't really tell you many like plot points. We don't even know who's in this besides like Stinky Pete and
I can't believe all the names you got right. You couldn't even get the modifier of skinny right.
and the other guy, Bowser. Or,
I can't. The B one.
yeah, the V one.
Yeah.
His two homies that like sold
Badger.
for him.
Badger. Yeah.
Good pull. Those three are in it, but any other cast members? Like, I wonder if Hank's going to be in it. I mean, if we're doing flashbacks, I'm sure you could do.
I think he's cast in it.
Oh, really? Is he?
Oh no, hang on,
because
not
he
Hank.
dies.
No, you're
Yeah.
right. Because I think Mike is cast in it.
Yes.
Wonder
And
if-
Mike is dead.
Yeah.
What about Skylar?
I only know of those three.
I hope Skylar's not in it because she's literally the worst female character in the history of television. But I really hope.
I'm curious as to why. Why is
Well,
she the
so here's
She's always just being a.
Here's the hard thing about this, and what's her face? Anna Gunn has written an op-ed specifically about this.
Yep.
Because she is like uber hated for this character. She gets
Yes.
like death threats. It's like fucking crazy. And on some level, like I think there's a point in the sense where we as the audience are following Walter White. He's
Right.
our protagonist. We're following him, and even when he's wrong and we've already accepted his flaws, we want him to succeed. And even though everything that Skylar is saying in that show is very rational,
Yep.
it is exactly what a normal person would be doing in those situations. She is providing a direct impediment to the cool shit
Heisenberg.
we
We want
want to see
Heisenberg.
Walt to do,
Yep.
and so we hate her.
Yep.
And like so on that level, I want to be like, oh, you know what? It's totally like it is unreasonable.
Yeah.
That is just the character. But fuck Skylar, she's the worst.
See,
her
I think
steely
maybe
bitch
I
is
think
too
it might
good.
be because I'm a way worse person than you guys.
Yeah.
That just early on, I realized, oh, Walter White's there's no redeemable qualities. He's just a bad dude.
Yep.
So I guess I sympathized with her more.
Yeah, no, she had that steely bitch pretty good.
Comes out soon.
Yeah, that could be. When is that? I think it's that maybe Joker, and then the next week.
18th or
The next
something?
week could be El
Oh,
Camino.
might be a time for a relaunch.
Yeah,
You only got like 2 or 3 weeks. You could do it. Fucking Breaking Bad's
Yeah.
easy watch.
It's super easy watch.
I mean, a lot of the seasons are short. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
First one's only like 6 episodes.
All right, and then we're going to end with one more trailer and then 2 more pieces of news. Home stretch. The Irishman.
Great trailer.
The first trailer, I admittedly was not good. It was generic-y kind of Scorsese. This one was fucking awesome. And has me super stoked for this movie.
The de-aging looks way better in this
It does look a lot
better
better.
than the first
And
trailer.
just like it looks like Al Pacino looks like he's going to get an Oscar nom for that.
Yep.
As Jimmy Hoffa. Apparently, I've read reviews on it. It came out like 2 days ago, and he's excellent, and the movie's excellent.
All the reviews that have come out from it have been that it's
Masterpiece. Masterpiece.
I saw an article that was like the problem with The Irishman is that it's too good for Netflix.
Oh, stop. Yeah, they throw around masterpiece a lot because Joker got that a lot, but this one they're saying is
I'm gonna we'll get to it when we get to Joker, but I know exactly how I'm gonna feel about that movie when I come out of it.
You're going to fucking love it.
it's good seeing Joe Pesci again.
God, it
Yeah,
just makes
absolutely.
my
Just
heart
haven't-
so happy.
He's like one of the most selective actors. Like he doesn't do a lot.
I mean,
I mean,
he just
he's-
disappeared.
He was like retired.
I think
Yeah.
he retired in like 2008, and
Yeah.
he hadn't done much before then.
He's like a crooner now. He
Yeah.
sings like Italian jazz songs.
that is true, and they're terrible.
Really?
Yes.
The last
You
movie
know-
I remember him in is he cameoed in The Good Shepherd. I think it was Matt Damon.
Oh, yeah, no.
As like a gangster.
Because that was
Yeah.
Robert De Niro's first film that he directed.
Yeah, so he was in that, and then before that, I can't even remember. But
That was not a good movie either.
no, it was boring.
My main takeaway from this trailer was that my arch fucking nemesis Ray fucking Romano is in it.
Yep.
But besides that, it was a good trailer.
Wait, why is he your arch nemesis? Shouldn't he be the sympathetic character? Shouldn't
the wife be the arch nemesis?
Okay, I've watched more Raymond since I said I was going to stop watching Raymond, and I'm back on. This is subversive bullshit. This is it's just trying to make us all worse. It's just trying to spread gloom. It's just subliminal.
We'll
So-
come back around to that.
It also has Bobby Cannavale. It has like all the mob dudes. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like your standard mob people, and I mean Al Pacino's never done a movie with Scorsese, and I don't think those two, Robert De Niro, have done, and Al Pacino have done a movie since Heat.
I doubt
Well, no,
it,
they
yeah.
did. They did that Righteous Kills, which
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
They did do
yeah.
that.
just popcorn bullshit, you know. But Heat's a good movie though.
Apparently, it's long. It's like it's 3:15. Is what I heard.
Good.
Scorsese fucking
Without trailers or
loves
anything.
long
So like that's. I'm not a fan of long movies, but I'll be.
Luckily,
okay.
be on Netflix, so you can stop and go to bed and
Yeah,
not
that's
That's a
worry
good
about
point.
it.
Or in your case, just fall asleep and have to rewind about 6 times.
I know. See, the thing is, though, with that, I don't want to break up that movie. Like, I'll break up a lot of shit, but that one I feel like I need to
Started at 9
started
o'clock
at
in
like
the morning.
4.
That's
like
a
4
commitment,
p.m.
yeah. Love it.
All right, and then the 2 big pieces of news is Kevin Feige is going to do a Star Wars movie.
That's the word on the street.
Which sounds fucking cool to me. Apparently, he has a specific idea because apparently he has a specific actor in mind for a character. So that makes me think it's a big name actor is what the rumor is, and it's got to be an established like expanded universe character or like main continuity character. So it doesn't sound like he's like creating an original idea. Maybe translating something, which could be cool. What do you guys think? I mean, apparently, like the Marvel universe, he stole like a lot of his ideas from Star Wars. He started off as a big Star Wars fan. Like the first 10 years of the Marvel universe, apparently that was stolen from Star Wars when they initially did like with the
How they
expanded
mapped
universe.
it out.
Storyboarding,
Yeah,
yeah.
like they mapped all that out. So that a lot of his like. You know, if you made, I think they're going to Marvel universe the Star Wars universe a little bit because they've kind
I
of
mean,
dropped
that's
the ball.
what they want it to be. So why not get the guy who made that happen to do
because
it?
they've dropped the ball in Star Wars. People don't like Star Wars since Disney took over. Last Jedi's a big part of that. So is Solo. Even Rogue One to a degree. I don't think they've done a good job handling the property like they have done with Marvel. You know what I mean?
See, I think my feelings is Last Jedi wasn't what they wanted, and they retroactively decided they didn't like other shit.
Yes.
And I don't think that's fair, but it is what's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would actually argue the quality of movie. I think the Star Wars movies, not that I think Marvel movies are bad, but like the first generation of Marvel movies are all very similar and they're all kind of bland. They're not bad, but they're not brave. They're not like risky movies at all. I think Star Wars has taken more risk and probably has put out a better product than the Marvel movies have, but they lacked a centralized vision. If there was one complaint, it's a centralized vision, and that's what Kevin Feige does.
They definitely should not have done the handoff stories for the trilogy.
Yeah. No.
That because the problem then became that Ryan Johnson just tried to do a one and done in the movie.
I haven't watched Force Awakens and Last Jedi and like close together, but I would imagine they feel disjointed. You know what I mean? Just like he just kind of like took an eraser to everything that J.J. Abrams set up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it feels. I think they wanted to model it more after a TV show. I don't think they wanted to duplicate what they did with Marvel initially.
Right.
Yeah. I think they wanted to try to take a different approach with it because they didn't just want to be, we're just going to keep regurgitating the same product with different things. But because of, and I think you're absolutely right. Last Jedi is not as bad as people. It's just not what they wanted.
It's not what people wanted. Exactly.
And
that's a bad movie.
Because I disagree. You went back and you hated things worse than you originally did, and so now you have like different episodes of TV, and you're like, oh, it's like fucking Lost. Everyone can agree the premiere of Lost is good,
right?
Everyone agrees The Constant is a good fucking episode,
right?
But other than that, everyone's like, oh, it's fucking shit.
Yep.
And that's what's happened with Star Wars.
Tail section of the plane.
I do think I'm a little more apprehensive about Kevin Feige coming over. What you said, though, really has kind of brought me back on board. If it's an established character, I think that's the right way to go.
Yeah.
We haven't seen really Kevin Feige make his own shit.
That's very true. I mean, he's good at adapting, kind of like Game of Thrones people. Like, how does he go off book, kind of, so to speak? You know what I mean?
Does this mean he's leaving the Marvel?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Because
so
I would hope not, but then also I worry he gets spread too thin.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, that was the whole like excuse Sony gave about Spider-Man was Kevin Feige's too fucking busy,
right?
And of course, we're going to get into that in a minute. But that and he gets a Star Wars movie in like the same week. Seems like the dude may be getting spread pretty thin.
Right, for sure.
I never understand like how involved he is. Is it just like every day somebody brings him up like some story changes? He's like, yeah, no, yes, no, yes, no, get out of here. And then like that's his day. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he works probably way fucking harder than all
Probably,
of us.
yeah.
Producer is a very
That's not a real hard
job. Like,
high bar to
producer could
clear.
be as little as just signing a check to being like there on dailies and like fucking vetoing shit. So it's like such a big job, and it could be anything.
I mean, he might have hit the sweet spot with Marvel now, where it isn't very hard work now, where he's set it all up and he can put his focus on something else.
I think you should do a Thrawn movie.
That would be cool.
Man, I would be so into
That's another fan cast Fridays. Like, who do we want his movie?
Oh,
to
it
be
should be
about?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Or which,
is who it
but
should
which
be.
Star Wars character? You know what I mean? Does he want him to do? I would like a Darth Maul movie.
Darth Maul is going to be in that fucking Kenobi show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're not going to do any Darth Maul. They brought Darth Maul back in Solo because they thought they were going to make another Solo movie. When that didn't happen, Now he's fucking going to Kenobi.
Right.
And I would not be surprised if we found out that fucking like Rebels is no longer canon or anymore.
I would 100% think, like, I don't think they're going to undo, I don't think they'll undo Clone Wars because it's too beloved. But if it gives them a chance to do something cool with Darth Maul and Ben Kenobi, they will throw Rebels right under the fucking bus.
Which does suck because Rebels is a good show.
Rebels is really good. That second season of Rebels is so fucking tight.
Yeah.
But
We'll see.
Yep. But that leads us into
The last bit of news, the big news of the week, is Spider-Man is back, baby.
you know.
Yeah, back in the MCU.
I wondered about this for the majority of, well, maybe not the majority of the people, but a lot of people out there who just go to movies who don't read all this shit. Did anything happen?
What do you mean?
Okay, my buddy Andy B, who plays drums in my band, could give two shits about comic books and comic movies, but he likes to hear me and Zach talk about it. And he asked me about Spider-Man leaving the MCU. So I think normal people.
Okay, that's what I was just interested because we made a big deal about when it left, and then like fucking 4 weeks later when it came back, it was like to a casual viewer, like, did anything even happen?
I think the Facebook got around. Most people knew about that he was left.
For sure. There were memes.
Someone tell Jeff Goldblum so he can breathe easy again.
No, he was very panicked at D23. It does sound like this is the end of Spider-Man.
So he's going to do a third Spider-Man movie, 2021, with Tom Holland. They're going to finish off, the world knows who Spider-Man is, and then he's going to do one Marvel MCU movie, which they didn't announce. Maybe it's an unannounced one. If the ones that are on the slate right now, I was thinking Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness. Because then maybe you could spin him off into a Spider-Verse movie on his own, and then you don't need Marvel. The next one, they could be on his own.
I still think if this one's a hit and the next one a hit, they'll find some way to work together.
That's true.
I don't see why, and I've said this before, I don't see why they both can't just do their own Spider-Man movies. We established different versions of things, multiverses, shit like that. So, I mean, both of you do a Spider-Man
Apparently
movie.
they settled on 25%. So Disney's putting in 25% of the cost of the movie, and they're getting 25% of the profits.
I personally think...
Which is good for Disney.
You know how we first speculated that them leaking that he was out of the Marvel Universe was just a negotiating tactic? I think leaking that shit about they were making a Madam Web movie was Sony's negotiating tactic. It was like, hey, if you guys don't stop us, look what we'll do.
Look how bad it could get.
That would be so bad. Madam Web has never even... correct me if I'm wrong. She's never had her own comic series.
No.
So you want to make a whole fucking film franchise out of this character? Like, come on.
She's an old lady who sits in a chair and tells your fortune. That's it.
It's genuinely, it's what's the? It's not Poe's law. Is it Poe's law? I don't remember. Whichever one it is, it's impossible to tell the difference between satire and ridiculous. That's Sony. They're so terrible at decision making that it's genuinely impossible to tell whether that is a bluff or whether somebody thought that was a great fucking idea.
See, that sounds to me though like someone just like fucking with Sony. That sounds like a brainstorm session where people was like, think of ideas. Madam Web, and they just wrote it on a board, and then someone leaked that as like, oh, we're developing a movie.
Right.
Because I cannot believe anyone thinks of, like a Madam Web movie.
They're fucking making a Morbius movie. Like,
That's true. That's a good counterpoint right there.
It was Poe's law. I was right. I'm really proud of myself.
They see, this is where it blows my mind that I can't believe Sony really thought they could do this. Because you literally just had a movie with Miles Morales, which was a huge hit and was really popular among people. And you're like, you know what we could do? Just make him our fucking Spider-Man and let Marvel have Peter Parker. Mm-hmm. And either they can use an occasional villain that it's okay, we don't want to use, or you know what, fuck it. We have two Spider-Man. We can have two different versions of these villains.
Yep.
And I think people would have accepted it because your whole Miles Morales movie was about alternate dimension Spider-Man.
I mean, 100%. I think that would be a good resolution. They make Miles Morales Marvel. And at that point, they look ahead of the game. They look like, oh, we're doing the cool, edgy shit.
Yep.
Marvel's still using old busted.
Yep. What do you guys think? So, I mean, I think there's two ways to go for a villain of the third movie now that his identity's out. You could do Kraven, which we've talked about, or you do the Six.
I mean, I think Kraven would make sense from a storyline standpoint, but God, I would rather Marvel try to do a Sinister Six than leave it to
for
Sony
sure. And I mean, if you did two, then you could do both,
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think Kraven makes more logical sense for the next one.
Yeah.
I would like it to be Kraven.
Me too.
I mean, he's the hero or villain I most want to see in a Spider-Man movie that we haven't gotten yet.
He's the only one left that I think we haven't gotten that I really would want to see.
Yeah.
Even though Spider-Man has such a good rogues gallery. You know?
I would love to see another Doc Ock.
Yeah.
But of ones we haven't seen up until Far From Home, it was Mysterio and Kraven.
Yep.
And we checked one of those off, so I feel like it's got to be Kraven in the next one. It makes a lot of sense for what they set up story-wise. But, yeah, I also kind of feel like Kevin Feige also thinks, I can do Sinister Six better than these assholes. I better go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I really think Sinister Six is on the table, but yeah, we'll see.
At one point, they wanted to make a Sinister Six movie.
I know. Drew Goddard.
Yeah. What the hell are you thinking?
Yeah, actually, Far From Home comes out on Blu-ray tomorrow, so I think I'm going to jump back in.
Oh,
on
really?
that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That was really fast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
excited.
I'm gonna watch that.
It like just left theaters.
You need to watch it.
Still haven't seen it.
Yeah, you,
Oh, shit.
You're
You need
in
to watch
for
that.
you're in for a fucking treat.
even when no one
I'll
else
watch it
twists and
tomorrow.
turns, it's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know everything about it, so
Yeah.
but I'm still going to enjoy it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's it.
I finally saw the J.K. Simmons bit, and that's pretty funny. But
So cool. I think that news is probably enough for this week.
I don't want to hear your voices anymore.
Yeah, that seems fine. And I suspect we've probably been watching a few things also. So let's
Yeah.
just
I had a list.
skip to the chase. What have we been watching, guys?
Will you go first?
Actually,
Yeah, right.
I'll go first since I don't have much. The only things I've watched, I watched Oh Brother Where Art Thou again yesterday.
That's always
Great.
a good choice.
Always a good time.
I literally know every word to that movie.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Go for Everett.
Yeah. And then the only other thing that's kind of even remotely of notice, I've started watching the Critical Role one-shots because I needed to go back.
I was just thinking that it's like, man, we never get to hear about Critical Role in the podcast anymore. So, thank God.
Yeah, I know it.
Here's the problem that we had. And there's the reason why I talked about it so much. Joseph and I started it, and there's literally like 400 hours. So it was the only thing we were consuming for like 6 months.
And now we only get one a week.
Yeah. Now I'm all caught up.
Yeah, but they have these one-shots that I guess had originally started just kind of as a thing, and now are part of their Patreon thing for their big Kickstarter thing we talked about a long time ago. But they're revisiting Campaign 1 characters, and it's just fun. It's fun to go back and revisit.
Which one are you on?
I'm on Search for Bob, which is the second one.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me how often in that show dramatic roles happen at like narratively important times. Like you'd think that statistically it would just make sense that they'd roll as many, tens or fours or whatever, but like they get big ones or 20s at like big moments in the story. I don't know. It's weird to me how that works out.
Travis in both Search for Grog and Search for Bob.
I haven't gotten that far, but
Okay. Huge roles.
Don't spoil it.
I'm
I don't know how far he is in Search for Bob.
I'm excited about it. I'm glad to come back to these characters, except for Keyleth, who is worse by way worse than Bo. But yeah, that's it for me for the last couple weeks.
I watched It Chapter 1, followed closely by It Chapter 2, which was a fucking mistake because it just made It Chapter 2 seem even longer than it really was. It Chapter 1 I didn't like it as much as I remembered. It's not that good really. It's fine. It Chapter 2 is awful.
See, I disagree. I liked It Chapter 2 more than It Chapter 1.
Oh no,
I think it landed the emotional moments better. I liked the adult performances. I fucking loved Bill Hader.
Bill Hader was the best part. It felt long, and like Pennywise isn't in it a lot. He's like more hallucinating as other things, and I didn't think those things were scary.
I tell you one problem I did have. There's too much of the kids in the second one. If you were not going to do any of the adults in the first one, then you definitely shouldn't have done as much of the kids in the second one.
I didn't know like the Native American. It got weird, like the Native Americans.
Well, I mean, that's real shit from the book.
Like he's an alien and he gets crash land. Like it was a deep dive. It kind of got a little sci-fi stupid a little bit for me.
See, I loved all that.
Yeah, the big spider at the end. I thought it just I don't know.
See, I like that they found a way to keep Pennywise the clown involved with the spider, which in the original thing he just turns into a big fucking spider and there's no more Pennywise after that. Yeah. So I thought that was cool. Yeah, I just thought everybody was real good. I tell you something else in it that I learned from this movie. If you're not looking for de-aging shit, you don't notice it.
Yeah.
Like, because I thought that the shit with the kids had just been leftover stuff from the first movie, but apparently they, all those kids had sprung up in 2 years, so they did computer shit to make them look young. And I didn't notice it at all.
Yeah, I didn't love Jessica Chastain or especially James McAvoy. I thought he was a disappointment the most.
See,
Bill Hader was good, but
I don't know if I love Jessica Chastain in anything.
Yeah, I didn't. Maybe I honestly, like I said, watching it right before was probably a mistake because it felt longer.
I tell you, is anybody not seen it that's going to be bugged by a spoiler?
No, not at all.
No.
Okay, one thing I did like a lot about this, the 2019 choice of making Bill Hader gay too. Mm-hmm. Because, in the old one, it's the wormy, sick kid who, is a punching bag for women. At the end, he, reveals that he's gay. Or in the movie, revealed that he's a virgin, which who gives a shit. But in this, Bill Hader is gay too. And I thought that shit was pretty dope, that it wasn't that the most compelling character in the movie was the one who they did that reveal with. On the other hand, I don't think Jessica Chastain should have been with the fat kid all grown up to be a pretty guy. That is not 2019. In 2019, we know that guy is garbage. Yeah. The fat kid who pines for the guy out of his league, he's a school shooter. Fuck that guy.
That's probably
I did
true.
start reading it during this period.
Long book.
A very long book. And I gotta say, my imagination way fucking scarier than those movies are. Like, evil clown demon alien monster attacking children is very hard for me to read now. Much more difficult than it is to watch it, I found.
Well, I tell you something else, and I haven't read that book in a long, long time, but even though I liked it as a standalone movie, as viewing them as two movies together, I think the first one suffers by not having the adults in it in their separate lives. Because in the book, that helps you get to know them before they all get together. Yeah. And this, Bill's wife isn't even really a thing in this movie, and she's totally a thing in the book.
So I would say worse than Transformers, but her.
See, I'm going with better.
Yeah. I watched Devil's Rejects, the Rob Zombie third movie.
Oh yeah, old boy died.
Yeah, Sid Howard. He's not in it though. I guess he got sick before that movie.
Oh, that's too bad.
So it's really good. I like.
When's the last time Rob Zombie made a movie?
Wait, is it Devil's Rejects? It's actually 3 from Hell. Devil's Rejects is the old one. 3 from Hell is the new one. It's I don't think he's made one since Halloween 2.
That one sucked.
He made some direct video shit or something, didn't he?
This is basically a direct to video.
Oh, okay.
But no, I would better than Transformers. It's the best of the 3. And
right.
I actually like Devil's Rejects. So that girl is crazy in that movie.
Isn't that his wife?
Is that his wife?
I'm pretty sure.
That sounds.
I might
right.
be misquoting here.
But. Right. I watched Downton Abbey, which is way better than Transformers. Best movie I've probably seen this year, I would say.
Wow.
It's fun. You haven't got a chance to see it yet?
No, I will go on Friday.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Is it better or worse than Black Panther?
I gotta say worse. Maybe not better than Black Panther.
Okay, just check it. I just wanted to check the hype level.
Black Panther, but it's a pretty good movie. It's 100% fan servicey. I was calling out what was going to happen as it happened, and I loved every second. And I watched Ad Astra.
Ad Astra.
Is that?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Which I did not know was To the Stars in Latin. It's real bad. Very random. I had fun watching it, but yeah, there's a part where he goes up to this other spaceship while he's on his way to Neptune to see Tommy Lee Jones, and this distress signal is going off, and he goes in, and it's just crazy monkey that's eating the astronauts' faces. It's a random movie.
Good.
And it says it's in the near future, but there's a shopping mall on the moon. It's disjointed on where it's
sure the
technology is some of it's really far in the future, and some of it's these moon rovers look like they're from the 1940s. So.
Yeah. Right. It's one of those things I wanted to go see it this past week. I just didn't get a chance. But I was looking up times and I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score. And the Rotten Tomatoes score for critics is 83. And for the popular vote is 42.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, this means this movie is slow and confusing.
Yep.
That's the only way that this happens.
They're trying, he's definitely trying to convey these broader messages, and he doesn't do it. Whoever wrote that movie had a lot of daddy issues that he does not translate well into the script.
I bought a ticket to see Ad Astra, sat down in the theater. My wife was like, "Hey, when you get out, can you go run this errand for me?" And I actually got up and left and just went and did the errand. That's how uninterested I was.
So you watched some of it?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, you made a good choice. And then I watched the last thing is The Crown. I've been watching on Netflix.
Cool.
Which is good.
Yeah, I like The Crown.
John Lithgow is great as Churchill.
God, he's excellent.
Yeah, and excited to watch season 2. I finished the first
Matt
season.
Smith is such an asshole.
As Prince Philip?
Yes.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Even Claire Foy is fucking great as the queen. Like,
You know, that's the shitty part about Claire Foy is I've tried watching other things with her in it, and she's just not nearly as good as she is in The Crown.
she's great as. I mean, her and John Lithgow, man, some of their scenes together are fucking awesome.
Yeah, I like The Crown.
Very good. Very binge-worthy.
Is the third season out yet?
I think November 17th.
Yeah.
So, and that's it.
I had to write shit down because I forgot. I watched a bunch of shit. Not a bunch. I watched Downton Abbey season 6. I have a couple episodes left. I had come down on Downton Abbey season 4 and most of season 5, but fucking Rose's Wedding is my favorite episode of the whole show.
It's good.
That's a great episode.
Did you get to the one where Carson has to cook for Mrs. Hughes?
Not yet.
That one's great.
First off, I love when you guys say plot points that I don't know about because they're the least exciting sounding things on things. But it must be good because you guys are so fucking excited.
Dude,
Yes,
it's unbelievably entertaining. It makes zero sense.
Yeah.
One of the things that really got me was fucking Robert's having health issues, and Cora's listing off shit he shouldn't do, and she's like, and definitely stop drinking, and he just goes, steady on now, woman. And I was like, that's perfect. I rewatched Remember the Titans. It was just me and my kids. My kids were playing on the floor, and I was flipping through TV, and it had just started.
Strong side.
Yeah, it was 5 minutes before who's your daddy, Gary? Who's your daddy? And at which point, I'm hooked. I will watch the rest 2 hours after. It's fantastic.
It's a great movie.
I watch Men in Black International, which is fucking trash.
That makes Ad Estrada look like a good movie.
That is easily the worst movie I saw this year.
Yeah, it's bad.
Really?
Yes.
It's almost you can't get through it.
By a long shot.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's too bad.
The whole plot is given away in literally the first 10 seconds. The first 10 seconds tell you exactly what the end of this movie is going to be. And you may think to yourself, it's not that. No, it's fucking that.
Right.
You're smart enough to figure it out.
He's playing bro dumb Thor to the nth degree, and it misses the mark at some point, and he doesn't realize it.
What I was upset with is I think Tessa Thompson does a good job with what she's given, but they don't ask anything of her, and she's such a good actress. Give her something to work with. Liam Neeson needs to just fucking stop. It's over. He had Phantom Menace, and he had fucking Taken.
Right.
Twilight's passed. Give it up.
I mean, it really was. He had that surprise resurgence with Taken, where suddenly, oh shit, now he's the action guy when he's 70. But it's ran its course.
He's fucking awful. I watched Yesterday, and I loved that movie.
Yesterday's
so
great.
far, it might be my favorite movie of the year.
That's where I'm going to. So far, it's looking like my favorite movie.
Yesterday's great.
If you overthink it, it's got some problems. I think I don't even know that it's problems. I think if you can appreciate that it doesn't answer anything,
right.
and then it really just creates
It's like a Black Mirror episode.
more questions, like why some people remember and some people don't, and why certain things are missing. There are connections to be made. Some of them are very loose, I think. If you like that quality, which I do, I like things that don't offer explanation. I think you really get into it. If you have to know why shit works, you're probably not going to like this movie.
It's definitely not about learning why it happened.
Yeah.
It's about the bits you get from it having happened.
Lily James is great in that movie.
Yeah.
Lily James is great.
Yeah.
One of the two things I thought during it, number one, to me, the real theme, one of the major themes of the movie anyway, is that, we're really quick to be black and white, good and evil, what's right and wrong. That movie does a really good job of saying the world is pretty gray, and it's really hard to define things sometimes because this guy is really stealing these songs. But there are two twists in the movie, one of which I won't talk about because it is worth not knowing going into it. The other one is the people who remember the Beatles are actually really thankful that he's doing it.
And you think it's going to be so fucking bad when they meet each other, totally.
Which, is that, this guy's stealing these things, but he's putting them back into the world.
Right.
And the world's better for it.
Right.
And I like that ethical gray.
Yeah.
The other twist I did not know was in it, and fucking blew my mind.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
I totally.
The other thing was, I thought the choice of I Saw Her Standing There odd to be the anthem of the movie.
Right.
The opening line is him talking about hitting on a 17-year-old girl. And he sings it multiple times in this movie.
There was a stand-up comic in, like, I think the early 90s who he's one of those guitar stand-up comics, and he would sing that opening line, she was just 17, you know what I mean? And then he'd stop playing. He's like, yeah, I know what you mean. You're going to jail, sir. But
also, Back in the USSR. Very prominent song. That one feels a little more timely because of, like, shit with tensions with Russia and everything. But I felt like there was some commentary there they were trying to make, and I didn't quite pick up on it.
My favorite use of a song in it was Help. The way they used it, the spot they used it in. Yeah.
I would have liked to have Paperback Writer in there.
Yeah.
It's a cool guitar riff in the opening of that song. And for it to be just a dude and his guitar, that felt kind of like a missed opportunity to me. I also rewatched Moneyball. I love that movie. It's fantastic. And then I read some shit this week. I said I already talked about read it. For J. Hugh, I wrote Hellboy, Seed of Destruction, and The Hunt.
Oh, right on.
Great. I actually got inspired by it because on Batman Day, Mike Mignola tweeted out a picture of him drawing Batman. And I was like, God, I love that guy's art so much.
Right.
And I just brought up a bunch of Hellboy shit on Comixology and just started reading. And then I read Heroes in Crisis, which is out in hardback now. And that's something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go too deep into it. I was curious enough in the plot. Heroes with PTSD and all that shit.
That's the one with Harley Quinn and Booster Gold?
Yeah. And I liked, I especially liked, I did like a Justice League story, and I use that a Trinity story from Booster Gold's perspective while it's going through that. But as a person who started reading comics during the 90s, what they do to Wally is Wally's unforgivable.
Wally's unacceptable.
He's a smoking gun, right?
He's more than that.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
And this is topical because of a movie that's coming out next week. But I think sometimes maybe if you want to say something adult and complex using superheroes, that's the time to create your own superheroes. Wally West was a character created for children. Mm-hmm. You know, he was not the person to turn into a mass shooter.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I already kind of knew it was like, time travel-y and stuff because of conversations we had. But the moment you fucking open on like Booster Gold and within 5 pages is Wally's dead body. And by the way, Wally, the only really known superhero. Everyone else is B-level, and that's generous.
Right.
Being dead. Like, this is going to get fucking timey-wimey, fucking backwards and forwards, and it does.
Right.
And I feel like they go out of their way to make Batman a super dick in it.
Right.
Don't they get on Lois on that? Like, she's going to release, like, videos about PTSD.
They don't really get onto her.
And Superman's like...
That does happen, but it's more so Lois is a reporter, and someone keeps sending her this stuff, and she basically tells Superman, like, look, if I don't release it, somebody else will. I can control it if I release it.
Okay.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
They do, like, have to have, like, a Lois half-naked, wanting to grind up on half-naked Superman at some point, which is gratuitous and unnecessary. I don't know. I just fucking read an Avengers storyline a couple weeks ago. I don't remember which one. I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed that. But the Wally thing really hurt me because one of the first comics I ever read was like the first intro to Wally West.
Right.
And that was one of, we talk about the Justice League show on here a lot.
Right.
Fucking that version of the Flash is just one of my favorite characters ever.
Totally.
And they just, like you said, they turn him into a mass shooter. They do awful things.
I mean, if you ask me who my favorite character in the 90s is, it's absolutely Wally West. Wally West's Flash was the best shit in the 90s. And for them to take such a huge dump on that character, and and I know they try to like, oh well, he went back and he changed and it didn't really happen, but it happened.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah, he did it.
That's it.
I finished watching Mindhunters. Me and Sarah really dug it.
Yeah.
I think what I liked the most about it isn't even like a serial killer aspect or anything like that. It's that when the three main characters argue, you don't always know which one is right. Mm-hmm. Like if you're watching an episode of The X-Files, you know that, oh, well, Scully's making some good points, but the whole point of this fucking show is that Mulder's right.
Yeah.
But this, like, sometimes I agree with Bill, and sometimes I agree with Carr, and sometimes I agree with Holden. I mean, it's Holden is definitely my favorite character on it, though. He's like Will Graham meets Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, it's a really good show. The main thing I didn't like about it is that I don't have another season to watch right now.
I know.
Oh
Did
man,
you like that stuff
And
with
it's
Bill? I didn't like the stuff with Bill Tench's son in
It's a
season 2.
long time in between seasons too.
I know,
if they do
yeah.
it like they did last time.
Here's what I liked about the
Because
Bill
that's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah, most of the stuff's true. That's not
But
true.
what I liked about that is that put that character in a specific spot where it's like, am I the only person seeing what's really going on here because of my work? Or am I seeing something that's not really going on here because of my work?
Yeah.
So that was a good, and particularly since they weren't, like he didn't say what I just said out loud.
Yep. But they did it. Yeah, they did it a good way.
So definitely better than Transformers. Man, on the other side of that, I watched the first 2 episodes of the new season of American Horror Story.
Okay.
And man, here's the thing.
Why are you teasing yourself?
Before you guys crawl down my throat, here was my thinking on this. First of all, I think the first 2 seasons of that show are fun, trashy stuff. They get some good scares in, and the actors definitely go for it and elevate the material. After that, it gets progressively worse till about like the third or let's say like
Hold
fifth
on.
or sixth.
Coven is universally loved. You're going to piss off someone listening.
That's exactly the one that I was going to say. Coven, I use for profiling purposes. Like when I was still, living the life and I was still the leader of men, if I asked you what your favorite show was and you said American Horror Story, at that point I would have known I can't put you in charge of important things.
Yep.
But
Good point.
But going into this, I really liked the promo artwork for it. They really nailed that like 80s slasher film artwork and stuff like that. So I thought I'd give it a chance. And man, the first episode I was like, are they trying, or is this like supposed to be like Wet Hot American Summer? Like I couldn't tell if it was just really bad or parody.
Yeah.
And just
Poe's Law, second time.
no, it was exactly that. But I was at the first episode. At least I was laughing. So who gives a shit? By the second episode, it was just so incredibly bad. Nobody who's in it gives a shit about what they're doing. They, whereas
Well, they're 9 years deep now.
right. Whereas, Stranger Things really nails the 80s nostalgia stuff. Somebody refers to someone as being chubs in this. That's like Audie's slang. They hadn't thought of that in 1984. But yeah, it's not very good. Definitely worse than Transformers. I may watch a couple more just because it's fun to hate, but it's definitely not something
I don't even know how that dude has time anymore. That dude has so many fucking shows
Right.
now.
Yeah.
How does he?
He doesn't. He can't be doing much with it except probably reading scripts that someone else writes.
That may be true.
Yeah.
On the comics front, I read a book called Thanos Wins that I cannot recommend highly enough.
What happens in it?
Jeff Shaw and Donnie Cates are the creators behind it. It's basically Thanos wins.
Who becomes the new Ghost Rider in that?
Man, I don't want to tell you that because I want you to read it. Because that's one of the best twists. Yeah, basically, Thanos, it begins with Thanos conquering the Chitauri Empire just on a fucking whim. He was in the neighborhood. And then the cosmic Ghost Rider shows up to tell him, basically, I need you for this thing. And, Thanos being Thanos, tells him to fuck off. And then he takes him to the thing. And beyond that, I can't tell you anything else without spoiling, except that it might be my favorite Thanos story.
Doesn't he have a feral Hulk in a cage and he throws people?
That is a thing. There's very few. It ends up in the far future.
Yeah.
And there's very few characters that are held over, but the ones they use awesome. It's great. My favorite, has one of my favorite Silver Surfer moments in it ever. Just chills when it happened. I really recommend highly this. Everybody, I'm talking like fucking Trump. But yeah, go buy this shit.
I'm gonna check it out.
Can't stress that enough. I've continued reading the X-Men relaunch. That shit is fucking dope.
Last issue this week, right?
Yeah, I think the last issue is this week. Man, I'm just Batman, Superman, I'm over that shit. I'm on X-Men now.
Yeah.
This a writer named Chuck Klosterman once said about sometimes people love Beatles and sometimes people love the Stones, but there's a point in every young man's life where they only care about Led Zeppelin. And I think the X-Men are like that, and I'm really tapping into this 14-year-old Jay who fucking loving the X-Men. So I'm really having a good time with this shit.
I almost bought all of the issues last week, but I just could not convince myself to like drop $45 at the comic
That's
book
the one
store.
I've kept up with, and it's fucking great.
It's really fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking after this is over, I'm just going to maybe drop buying all comic books except for the X-Men comics.
Because this is going to lead into like a whole bunch of new books.
Right,
And
exactly.
Yeah, I really dig what they're doing. I think they're going to turn it on its head. I really do think, like I texted you who I think the new villain's going to be.
Yeah.
And I really think that's where they're going to go.
There was a big sale on Comixology, so I read the, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Tanisha Coates
Yep.
and Linus Francis Yu first arc of Captain America. I liked it a whole lot. It's has sort of the same problems his scripts do, that he's a lot better at the character points than he is the action points.
I fucking love his run on Black Panther.
His run on Black Panther is great.
Yeah.
This is Cap coming off Hydra Cap, so he's like
Right.
trying to get back into the America's good graces.
I tell you one thing about it. The story's good, and I recommend better than Transformers. But one thing about it that drove me nuts, that's been driving me nuts about Marvel for a couple of years now, is that no comic book artist in existence, apparently, can draw a woman in her 40s. They just don't know how to do it. Because there's a convoluted storyline where Sharon Carter was trapped in another dimension for 10 years and she came back, so now she's 10 years older than all her contemporaries. So assuming all her contemporaries are in their 30s, she's now in her 40s. Every artist who gets a hold of it gives her a Sports Illustrated swimsuit body and the face of an 80-year-old woman. It is so fucking off-putting. It drives me nuts. Every time I would get to a panel of it, it would just take me completely out of the story. But besides that, I recommend it. And I think that's it. I think that's all
He's
I've done.
doing Venom now, right?
The Donny Cates guy.
Oh, okay, okay.
He's the one who's also doing Maximum Carnage, which is also the
I hear
fucking
that's
jam.
I hear that's
I
great.
almost read Maximum Carnage.
I want to read that because Miles Morales got turned into Carnage, I think.
I haven't got to that.
Okay.
Well,
Spoilers.
potential spoilers. So that's it?
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, we turned the news episode into an hour and 15 minutes, as we're wont to do.
Go us.
I know it.
Joseph was anxious the entire time.
Welcome back, listeners.
I think it's just because we haven't seen each other in a while and we're not sick of each other.
A lot of
That's
stuff
true.
to catch up on.
That's true. It's so many things. So yeah, next week, since Joker's coming out, we are legally obligated to watch it.
I'm not excited at all.
I'm not excited at all either.
I'm excited
I'm
to see
excited
the
about doing the podcast.
I want to see the train wreck, so I'm excited about it.
What I'm not excited about is we're gonna get here. We're gonna get back here, and I guarantee one of us is gonna love it.
That's 100% true.
It better not be me, right?
I gotta be Ian.
Right, someone punched me in the face.
I have maybe the opportunity that I might be drinking the night that I see it, so I might be the one.
Yeah, well, I mean that's kind of a requirement.
That's the way
for
to
me.
probably watch that movie.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
I already know how
I don't drink a lot, as you guys know, but perhaps your listeners don't. So about a half a drink, turns me into Otis from Andy Griffith.
I already know the conversation. Ian's gonna go. I was gonna go in hating him, but you know what? I came out. I really liked it.
But then also 2 weeks later, Ian's going to be like, "That movie was awful."
Yeah, I've seen it 2 more times.
You'll have met any of the other people going to see that movie and be like, no, fuck that movie.
Oh God.
True.
Good times.
Birds of Prey trailer tomorrow.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Well, cool. So that's what we're going to be doing next week. I did want to just do a little throwback to people who listened to our Villains episode, which was one of my favorite ones after we ended up putting it out there.
I really, that's the only one I've ever sweated after it was over. This man, I just talked too fucking much on that one.
You actually, in retrospect, it wasn't as bad. But that was actually a listener suggestion. It's one of our listeners, Lauren, who follows us on all of our social media things. And she sent us an email saying, thanks for doing the episode, but also here's all of the villains that you didn't talk about. And there are a couple of good ones on here. It's a super extensive list, Lauren, so if you're listening, I'm sorry I'm not going to read them all, but I will read a couple of them. Some of them I think we might have mentioned in passing. Kevin Spacey in Seven, Al Pacino in Devil's Advocate, Michael Clark Duncan in Daredevil.
Yeah, he's the best part about
Absolutely.
that.
I really don't hate that movie, but he is the perfect Kingpin.
I don't hate it either.
He's better in Sin City playing the same person. Michael Clark Duncan?
I mean, that's
No, I disagree. I like him better in
I like him. I don't agree that it's the same person, but I do like him better in Sin City.
Yeah.
Just 'cause I like Sin City.
Matthew Good in Watchmen as Ozymandias.
Yeah.
yeah.
good.
Matthew Good is good in that movie.
I think you may have mentioned this in passing, but Rachel McAdams in Mean Girls.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
You said it.
Somebody said
Are you doing what I do, giving credit to someone else for my...
To be fair, I've been suffering from this for a long time.
Ian
It
said
seems
it,
like
and I emphatically agree.
I just don't assume that you have good ideas. I'm sorry. It's just what it is.
You're right on usually.
Let's see. Several. Kenneth Branagh in Wild Wild West. Great
that's
choice.
good.
I fucking love that.
It's so good we didn't even know it was Kenneth Branagh.
I mean, that's a pretty good sign. There's several ones from the Scream movies, but I've never seen any of the Scream movies, so I don't
You
know
should
if
at the very
they're...
least watch the first Scream
Yeah.
movie. It's a tight fucking movie.
both of the Magnetos, Ian McKellen and...
They are both pretty good.
I thought about them.
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah. And Kevin Bacon in X-Men First Class.
I would
Kevin
say
Bacon-
he's the best villain from the X-Men movie.
Yeah, he was great in First Class. Well, First Class is the best X-Men movie. So.
But, the only one I feel like Viola Davis in Suicide Squad. I love Viola Davis in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, she's great.
She's better than Jared Leto in Suicide Squad.
That's true. And Enchantress.
The only one I have to hard disagree on, she put on here, Jesse Eisenberg in, what is that? Batman v Superman? Here's the thing.
We'll let you have a pass on
I
that
don't
one.
think Jesse Eisenberg does a bad job given his direction, but that is a bad choice for that character.
He is good in what they ask him to do, but what they ask him to do is wrong.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think he's good in the role. I just don't feel like that's Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
since
it's
we're
Mark
doing
Zuckerberg.
Since we're doing this, my brothers also listen, and they brought up Javier Bardem, James Bond, and Skyfall.
Sure.
I forget his Silva, I think his name is.
Yeah.
And Usual Suspects, Verbal,
I don't agree with that, but carry on.
and Johnny Ringo from Tombstone.
Yeah,
So
Johnny Ringo.
We think we talked about Tombstone a little
I
bit.
would be amiss if I didn't mention that. That was their sins once
I'm not
we
even.
missed.
I mean, like,
Well, we did. I think we did bring up Johnny Ringo because then
we texted
We
about
texted
it.
about
we
it.
texted-
That's when they brought it up to me.
Yeah.
Who's your-
Christian brought up Mads Mikkelsen from Casino Royale, and I'm flogging myself. That
See,
Yeah.
I would agree with Casino Royale, but he becomes kind of a fluky by Skyfall. I don't like that.
I think Mads Mikkelsen in Casino. I prefer that role than Harvey Bardem and Scott. Like he fucking bleeds out of his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
he's-
does he wear a monocle?
No, but
he
if he
should.
did, it would make sense. Like he's just like over the top and cool and chill, and he has no business being in any way
No.
contention with James Bond.
Right.
Yeah.
But you buy it. Like
Yeah.
he's just like
Good at
smart
poker.
and yeah.
Yeah, I like
It's just that's his only skill. He's
He
good
would,
at
like, doesn't
poker.
he get like an African sword and goes after the African? It's like down a hallway. Like then
I don't remember that at all.
I think they're going down.
He
a
rams him in the balls with a giant
I remember that part.
ball rope thing.
when the African warlord guy shows up with the sword, that shit's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, that's the part I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the villains episode was fun.
Yeah.
There was a ton we didn't.
I thought we did good on
Yeah,
that.
there's plenty we didn't do. We mentioned a couple good ones brought to our attention. But thank you, Lauren, for that suggestion. We really enjoyed that one. But I think that's it.
Yep.
So thank you guys for listening. Please rate and subscribe and tell all your friends. Word of mouth is a really powerful tool to get our podcast out there, get new listeners. If you want to get in touch with us, give us other episode suggestions, tell us the things that we're talking about way too fucking much. You can reach us at realphonies@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at realphonies and on Instagram at real_phonies. Thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme. We'll see you guys later.
later.